Basically, let me tell you something. Basically, there is nothing is serious in life. We make things serious based on our belief system. Like literally, there is nothing. Like your mind project what you tell it to be true. So if you say, you know, A and B is a tragic, then A and B is going to be tragic. Basically, the world around you reflects back to you what you tell your mind to be true to you. Whatever you actually make up into your head and say, this is what life is, and then the life is going to be like that. If you say life is amazing, life is beautiful, life is wonderful, life is going to be wonderful. But if you say, if your mind is programmed in a way that you think life is crazy, there is really bad things happening, and I'm afraid of this, and then you are going to experience life in that way. Basically, we are our own creator of own realities in this world. Like realities to me, it's not about what is happening outside. Outside is like it's where now your mindset is being proven to be what you've been feeding it, fueling it, and the belief system that you stand strong with. Do you understand? And I'm like realizing, wow, like the old mindset that I had basically was based on lack, was based on fear-based mentality, fear of the unknown, fear of the worst scenarios, not knowing and confusion and all that. And the new being, the new mindset that I have is fearless, is limitless, is open-minded, is receptive, is bold, is brave, is courageous, is not afraid of anything or situation, come what may. We are here. It is the total opposite of the other mindset that I was living in. And in this state, in this new being state of mind, it is actually a very shocking to finally get to that, energy frequency where things that you used to attach your sense of self with here have no chance. Like you are actually experience exactly what you tell your mind to be true. So as long you tell your mind that, like for me for instance, I'm just witnessing how I've been telling my mind like nothing is nothing. Like anything that life is anything that I make out to be. I can actually make anything to be anything, and it will be exactly that because I believe it. I chose to, believe in that way, that lens of seeing, in that belief system, and so my life is going to be like that. Same applies like I remember when my mom passed away, and I know for many people it's a trigger. It's triggering thing because many people, when they think of their mother, of course naturally they wanna cry and it's normal. But I remember how this mindset that I've been actually approaching life, it's been like Jesus Christ, like it's been teaching me to see things for what they are, like become aware of death, become aware of pain, become aware of changes, become aware of transitioning, the circles of life, seasons and stuff and phases, become aware of these things, live in them, experience them, stop running away, stop distracting yourself, stop trying to have control, stop wanting to make things to turn out in a certain way, and surrender to life however it may come out, and live in that neutral state. Ground your energy in a neutrality where you can actually be okay with anything. I mean, be okay when you are in pain as much as you're okay when you are you are experiencing pleasure. And that thing has kind of like brought me into this lens of the state where I now experience a sense of synchronicity and connection with life as a whole. And I guess this is where the sense of wholesomeness comes from, because everything is like working together for the highest good. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Everything has come to existence by laws. I'm no longer in a position like when I'm expecting life to be in a certain way. My actions, my way of responding are carefree. I'm carefree. I can say what I need to say. I am no longer holding back. I went from holding back, being clingy, being needy, being a need of controlling, to letting go, to releasing the need of having expectation and control of life, and to just surrendering to the moment, and feeling what it's like to be in a moment, to experience what it's like when you are not fueling the need to be in control of things and how things. It's amazing. It is mind-blowing to finally being grounded to that state of neutrality that is open to life, is it? And then your sense of who you are stems from this place of neutrality that is not cluttered or overwhelmed by the opposite spectrum of being. You are not being swayed and moved by the ups and downs of life. Instead, you are in a position where you can witness them, hold space for them, witness the sense of self that is encompasses these two opposite spectrum of being, whether it's in the dark or light, whether it's in the good or bad, whether it's a pain or pleasure. You can actually hold both energies. You can be in pain and still be okay. You can be in challenging times and still be okay. You can be in a light and still be okay. You can be having fun. So having fun and having pain makes no difference to you. Woo! It makes no difference. You having fun and you having fun makes no difference, because you have mastered the technique of how to be grounded in neutrality. Do you understand? Things do not sway you. You are an unbothered being, to say the least. You are unbothered, unswayed, unmoved, unshaken, unrattled. You can just be, whether things are going down or going up. Hence the song, I'm proud of me when I'm broken, when I'm down. Because that song, when it came from this state of mind where I was actually being initiated to this state where you really do not have to live in that state where you are entertaining the differences, where you're trying to take sides, where you're trying to entertain your preferences and your biases, or where you want things to go in thing. Actually, you can live life without those need to do that. You can actually live life from a state of unison, of solidified energy, of union, of being founded in this state of groundedness, where you are coming from a place of clarity, of a sound mind, to see things as they are, and without mixing things out of being overwhelmed by emotions and BS and whatsoever and whatsoever not. It is liberating. It is amazing. It is absolutely liberating. In a sense, mind, it liberates you in every way, and I've been watching these days, like everything, it's like I'm in heaven while I'm on earth. Yes, I'm on heaven while I'm on earth. I get to experience what it's like to be in that trauma-free state of mind, that zero stress-free state of mind, that spiritual billionaire mindset state of mind that I have been, living in. But it's now here. I get to live it, not to think about it, not to wonder. It's no longer wondering or questioning whether it's real or not real. It is real now. I'm living. I get to know it. I get to live it. I get to experience. I get to feel it. All those things. I have embodied those energies. It is in it. I've been watching, because there has been a lot of challenges and things that have been taking place. Still they are, but they are nothing. Like, I can just ooze through them. It doesn't make things disappear, let's be realistic, but you get to be carried through them. You get to live through them. You get to breathe through them. You get to exist in the midst of them. You can be okay with knowing that, okay, I have a broken leg. Oh, I don't have this amount of money that I need to pay this and stuff like that. But still, your mind is not phased. Your soul is not phased. You can continue to be joyous. You can continue to be happy, even though you have those things that appears as issues to many. But to you, it's like a path that comes with this situation that you are to encounter and go through them. So you do not panic. You do not find yourself restless because, oh, I don't know where I'm going to stay next week if I have that. It doesn't trigger in your head. It doesn't. Do you understand? It's like, oh, okay, this is where we are now. But you are so present. You are so clear. Like there is no rumbling thoughts around it. Everything is just, oh, it's a beautiful place to be. It's a beautiful place to be. Today I bowed down my head and I gave a little bit of prayer, and it's like thanking God, because I knew, I've been paying attention to these patterns, new patterns, and I realized that, I've been blessed. I've been liberated from that rumbling mind, that mind that needs to protect itself, that mind that needs to panic, that mind that needs to see situations that are given by life to. Because here's the thing, let me tell you something. I've been just seeing I've been seeing the amazing thing, in a sense, like things like this today, to me they are like opportunities to showcase my creativity of the mind, because to have this mindset, it's a result of creativity. To be able to go through stressful situation with zero stress, with easiness and grace, that's a result of creativity of the mind. Do you understand? So to see it now being fully embodied, and then I can actually apply it on a daily basis, for me it's like, yeah, girl, your work pays off. Do you understand? I'm like, your work pays off. Look at that. Look at you, child. Like everything that is thrown to you, you just turn it like this, and you just flip it over like this. Nothing. Hence I can say, I have that a power, and I'm not afraid to say that I can actually, there's nothing that can move my mind, because I know, what I do on a daily basis that actually grounds me to that state where I'm able to hold myself, to understand, to the present moment, to the state of clarity, to be aware when things are coming, energies that in the past would actually just sway my energy. Right now I can see them from afar, and it's easy for me to just switch minds and get myself in my own lane and stay grounded. And it is it is something. So I guess this is what we were celebrating all these days until now. It's now settled in now. Beautiful, man. I feel like I'm living for the soul now. I'm living my purpose. Yeah, that's what I can say. I feel like I'm living a purposeful life, because it's beyond what a mind alone can fathom. So you need to go beyond just logic and reasoning. You need to go beyond that, so that you can see things from a different lens, where you are able to connect the dots. It's not a rocket science, as much as it appears challenging when you are not yet there. So when you get there and you recognize things and you learn the lesson and you really go through with a very humble heart. And it's not an easy thing, I must say, but it just pays off. It pays off. Look at me now. I can actually go through things like I think the most beautiful thing about this is that purity of your own heart that can actually go through things and come out free, pure, good. I think one thing that used to be an issue with me was in the past. It was like more of how I get tangled up with other people's BS and point of seeing. I think that was the huge thing because it would block me. Then I'll find myself like it was like a what? I find myself having to untangle myself on those energies that I entangle myself based on the lens I was using. But this new lens has the power to just, zone into things, see them for what they are, and also gives me the ability to detach and also untangle. I don't even have to be tangled now because this energy that I have cannot be tangled. I cannot be tangled with anything, like literally. Nothing can buy my soul. Like nothing can buy my soul. Nothing. Nothing. That's one thing I know for sure, that nothing can actually buy my soul. No, there is nothing. You know what they say, people have their price? I don't have a price. My soul is priceless, and I know that. There's like nothing that can be given to me to make me otherwise. That's how solidified my energy is. Because I've seen it in action. I've seen it over time and time. Yeah, I'm just confirming and holding space to what I'm experiencing, I'm seeing in my life, which is one of the biggest achievements in human consciousness anyway, to be able to have a sense of self-awareness and also to be connected not just to yourself but to others, to life as a whole, and be in that state of synchronicity and unity and harmony and flow, in flow and in tune with life as a whole. That's the biggest, highest state a human being can actually achieve. When your mind evolves, you get to the state of clarity of, like, when you look back and you're like, oh, I see. So that those things that have taken place in the past, they do not hinder you now. Now everything is so damn easy. When it comes to people, I have no issues. Zero issues. And I have no issues with kids, with grown-ups, with mature, immature, with people who have the patience, who doesn't have patience. There is no issues in my energy because I can see them. I can see them, I can see myself in them, I understand them when they come from. And this has actually, like a key that has liberated my mind from all those entanglements that I used to have. Now I can just be myself and allow other people to be themselves. However they show up, that's not my business. How you respond to things, how you choose to see things, that's none of my business. That is refreshing. That is refreshing to get to the point where it's none of my business. I mean, I respect people. There's laws, there's principles. People do not just act in a certain way just because. They act because there's a cause. There's a law of cause and effect. So people choose how they want to respond based on the belief system they have about life or whatever they are currently dealing with. So respect. Who am I now to judge people? Who am I to call people names? Who am I now to find it difficult because I want people to act in a certain way that actually fulfills me? That is being selfish. That is being selfish. And there's nothing wrong with being selfish. I've been there, I've done that, I've got a t-shirt. I'm now, as a result of being there and also experiencing, understanding how selfishness comes, I can be now in a place of selflessness. I can also embrace selflessness. I see no right or wrong with being selfish and selfless. But I also believe that those two are meant to be experienced by us as human beings, because in the end, we are part and parcel of life. Anyway, we leave it here. Love. I like the song. I think you're crazy.